stretch this morning. I am here with Kay, and my name is Sarah, and we're going to be guiding you through a 30-minute stretch class. So feel free anytime to use any modification that is best for you, and whether you're at home doing this, you need a mat, or you can just have a seat on the floor. You can even sit in a chair, or maybe even on your couch, what is best for you. So let's begin. Take your feet outside your hips. Let's start to warm the body. Give me a big inhale, lift, and then exhale, release. Bending the knees, take a big inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Let's do that again. Inhale, and exhale. Hold this one up at the top, lace your fingers, and then press your palms up towards the ceiling. Now draw your stomach in, and then if you want, you can lift your eyes to the ceiling and keep pressing the heels of your feet down, driving the palms of your hands up, and then release your arms down on your side. All right, we're gonna go into some lateral flexion to start to warm through the sides of the body. So ease into this, and you just wanna glide your fingertips down the side of your body and see if you can get to the same spot on your leg, both on the right and on the left each time. And then we're gonna hold it over to this side, and I just want you to feel open through the side body, opening up through the chest. And then if you wanna get a little deeper, go ahead and bring that arm up and over, biceps towards the ear, and we're gonna press our arm away. Taking a big inhale, and as you exhale, see if you can maybe push your arm a little bit further down the leg and reach further as well. Now see what it's like if you were to roll the shoulder forward slightly, continue to reach at a diagonal, and take your chest and move it towards the floor. Feel the difference in the stretch. And now open your chest back up towards the ceiling, and then rise back up. All right, let's do those same stretches on the other side. So side bend down, we're just gonna hold it here. Feel it stretch through the side of the waist, down through the obliques, and then we're gonna bring the arm up and over, push away. And every stretch we do, every area of the body has different flexibility. So you wanna feel the stretch. Maybe it's a little uncomfortable. You just don't want it to be painful. Inhale, exhale, stretch a little bit further, and then rotate your chest towards the floor, reaching your arm at a diagonal. Continue to draw the stomach in, and then open your chest back up towards the ceiling, stay in that bend, and then come right back up to standing. Very good. All right, let's just shift weight side to side as we let your arms rotate around the body, just like a swing. Let it feel effortless. That's what's great about a stretch class, is everything we do it should feel good. It should feel like medicine for the body. All right, bringing your feet underneath your hips. Now, anytime if you need something for balance, maybe you want to hold on to a chair, a countertop, whatever helps to keep you feeling safe. I'm going to have you take your arms up and overhead, lace your fingers again, press palms up, just like we did earlier. Ground your feet. Now, side bend to one side. As you do this, I want you to press your palms away and let your head just fall right between your arms. And then lift up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, go ahead and fall to the other side, pressing those palms away. Feel that stretch up through the lats, in between the muscles in our ribs, and then rise back up. All right, we're gonna tip from our hips, come down, bend the knees, tuck your chin, and I'll show you from the side. It's okay if you've got a bend in the knees. If you feel good about straightening your legs, go for it. Just try not to lock the knee out completely. And then as you tuck your chin, draw your belly in, and just feel really soft through your shoulders. And then in this position, I want you to breathe. Feel breath moving in through the body, and then exhale, feel that breath down the back of the legs. Let's try it one more time. Big inhale, lift slightly, and as you exhale, see if you can maybe straighten your legs a little more or hinge a little further forward. Take your hands to your shins. Straighten out your arms, lengthen through your spine as we move into a flat back. Now I want you to lift your belly and then take the crown of your head and stretch it forward as you press your tailbone back behind you. And then let's fold forward again. Knees bent or straight. Just release, tuck your chin, and breathe. And let's try that flat back once again. Press into the shins, lengthen. Feel that incredible length through the back and through the hamstrings as you pull your shoulders away from your ears. Very good. I want you to carefully and slowly walk yourself back up to standing, one vertebrae at a time, and you want to go slow to help keep you from maybe getting lightheaded. All right, let's move into the upper body from the standing position. Open up your chest. Soften your knees and draw your stomach in. Shoulders melt away from your ears, and I want you to feel the extension of your arms, stretching fingertip to fingertip, and feel how it just opens up through the front body. Good. Now, let's take palms of your hands together, thumbs down. Tuck your chin, and I want you to round your upper back as you pull your shoulder blades away from your spine, stretching your fingertips forward. And now let's open back up to an awesome stretch for the chest. Shoulders melt away from your ears. And let's stretch forward again, rounding your upper back, pulling your stomach in as you tuck your chin. Okay, showing you that awesome stretch through the side. Good. All right, let's take your hands to your low back. In this, I want you to open up your chest and do a little baby back bend. So your hands give you a sense of support, and you can just lift your eyes, play with your back bend. And now we're going to reverse this. Let's bring your forearms to your thighs, tuck your chin, and round through your back. And your eyes are looking up towards your belly button. And I want you to take the middle of your spine and see if you can lift it all the way to the sky. Exhale, rise. Let's do the stretches again. Hands to the low back. Opening up through the front body, lifting your eyes, squeezing the glutes to give you support while we stretch. And then we'll fold forward again, rounding and stretching right through the middle back. And just hold and breathe. Great work. And then come on up to standing. Okay, we're gonna go back to the wide stance. So the wider you can get, the better. Again, you want it to be really safe for you. So feel free to hold on to something. I want you to turn your body towards the side. Slide your hands down the leg. And then take your eyes, look in towards your knee so we're not straining the neck while we stretch the hamstring. So again, just listen to what your body needs. If it's painful, come out of the stretch slightly. If you're okay, hinge a little bit further forward from your hip joint and melt deeper. Walk your hands over to the other side. Turn your toes out slightly. And let's repeat that same stretch. Let the crown of your head go towards your knee. Soften your shoulders. And feel that awesome stretch through the back of your leg. You're going to notice one side's a little bit more flexible than the other. And that's okay as long as they're very similar. Good. Take your time. Walk up your leg. And we're going to stretch through the IT band now. So I want you to take your left leg, cross it behind your right, and then let's side bend. As you do this, you're going to push your hip away from you as the head leans the other direction. And you can stay here, or you can bring the arm up, open up through the chest, and you're just going to feel a little bit deeper stretch right through the side body. Let's switch sides. Step, cross behind, And then let's start with just your side bend. Feel how it opens up. I can feel that deep right into my hip joint. And again, it just depends on what you've been doing and where your body's been moving and how deep and how intense you feel the stretch. Side bend, a little bit further, taking that arm up and over, lifting your eyes, and then we're going to make our way down to the floor. So if you've got a mat, now's the time to grab it. Come on down, have a seat, or if you've got a chair, maybe sitting on your sofa, that's fine as well. You just want to make sure if you are sitting on a chair or the sofa, make sure you're sitting towards the end of it versus back behind the backrest. All right, we're going to cross our legs if that feels okay to you. If this bothers your knees or your hips, feel free to keep your legs extended. But we're going to lift up through the chest, take your arms up to the sky, and lift your eyes. Now, in this position, I want you to anchor your hip bones into the floor. Continue to make contact with them. Tuck your chin, and let's go ahead and extend forward. Belly snuggles right between your legs. Chin tucks in so your eyes gaze in towards your belly button. And you can decide to either stretch your arms forward, or you can even let your elbows land. Again, what feels good? The most important thing is I want you to feel it opening up through the back of your hips. If you're tight through your low back, you're going to feel it stretch through there. Let's all inhale, come up slightly, and then on your exhale, see if you can surge your fingertips further forward. And just hold and breathe. Just find a really good spot to get comfortable. And on your exhale, slowly make your way back up to the seated position. Let's do that same stretch by switching your legs now. So if your legs are crossed, go ahead and crisscross the other way. If your legs are stacked, stack the other way. So lift, anchor your hips, lift your eyes, draw your stomach in. And now tuck your chin as you stretch forward, hinging forward, snuggle the belly in. You're going to find the hip that's tighter by making the switch. But that's what's important when you're stretching, is that what you stretch on the right, you want to do the same stretch on the left. Big inhale. Exhale, reach further forward. And I just want you to breathe. Stretch is a good opportunity to disconnect to things that are going on and the busyness of life, the busyness of your day, using it as a post-workout routine. But it's important to do stretch and flexibility every day. Rise up when you're ready. All right, we're going to take your hand to the opposite knee, and I'm going to have you lift your chest and twist and see how far you can twist. Now in the twist, I want you to let your eyes allow you to go further into the stretch. And you can let your belly go. And let's switch sides. Love this one. Press against the knee, anchor the back arm, and then see how far you can rotate. And then let your eyes take you further in the stretch. And then just let your belly relax. So we can allow the organs to also breathe. Awesome. All right, facing front. We're going to take the bottom of your feet together. Let's start by keeping the heels of your feet away from you. We'll gradually bring them in, but soles of your feet together. You can hold on to your ankles, and I just want you to pull yourself forward. Tuck your chin, pull your belly button in, and then, depending on how tight your hips are, will depend on how low your knees are. So the stretch with our heels where they are, we're still focusing more through the back of our hips unless your inner thighs are super tight. And now I'm going to have you rise up, pull the heels of your feet in as close as you can. All right? So take your hands behind you to begin with. So press your palms into the floor and just let your knees settle down. Breathe. This one gets pretty tight, for sure. Pretty tight. And then if you want, you can continue to lift your hips and walk your hips closer and closer to the heels of your feet. Let the knees just relax a little bit. And then when you're ready, grab hold of your ankles, let the knees help push, or your elbows help push the knees down. Tuck your chin. Ooh. Maybe it feels better if you grab the toes. Again, what do you need to do? If it's too intense, take your heels away from your body. But you want to continue to gradually pull yourself down, but yet the knees need to settle down. No doubt where you're all feeling this right now. Very good. And then rise up. All right, I'm going to have you sit comfortably. If that's crossed legs, straight legs, whatever feels good. We're going to stretch through our shoulders now. So take your arm across the front body, pull it in. Try not to grab a hold right on the elbow joint. Be above or below it. And as you pull it across, I want you to feel that incredible stretch through the back of your shoulders. So the main thing is that you're not just holding onto your arm, but that you're active in the stretch. So you want to bring it across and pull it to the other side. And now take this hand, wrap it around your back, and lift it up as high as you can on your spine. Good. Now you feel that stretch right through the front of your shoulder. You're going to definitely notice which is your dominant side and which is non-dominant. For me, my non-dominant side is a little bit more flexible in this move, so we'll see how you are. And now take this arm up to the ceiling, and then give yourself a pat on the back. Other arm pulls down as we stretch now through our tricep muscle in the back of our arm. You want to continue to draw your stomach in so we have good support of the spine while we stretch. And just breathe. And maybe with every exhale, you're going to allow yourself to pull your arm down a little bit further on your spine. Very good. Okay, shake it out. Shake it out. Let's do that same sequence on our other arm. So bring the arm across the body. Again, stay away from that elbow joint. Pull it around. So if you've done a lot of pulling exercises, a lot of back training, this will be a good stretch that you feel for the back of your shoulder. And again, exhale, maybe pull it in a little bit more. It takes a few breaths. Trust me, your body and your muscles, they'll figure out what you're doing, that you're trying to help lengthen them, and they'll just settle in and relax, allowing you to find a little bit more range in that stretch. Now let's wrap that arm around your back and lift it up on your spine. Okay, here you go. Which side was better? So this is my dominant side, so I really feel not as flexible, and I feel the stretch in the same spot though that I did. But it's okay, they're pretty close, and that's what we hope to see with your stretch as well. And then let's hit the tricep. Take the arm up to the ceiling, give yourself that same pat on the back, and pull down. With that stretch down the back of the arm. And again, just breathe. Good. Settle down. Take your arms down at your side. Anchor your hip. I'm going to have you side bend. See how far you can reach down through the side. Just make sure when you're doing this that the hip doesn't lift. You want to go as far as you can. Continue to really concrete that hip to the floor. And then you can stay here. You can bring the arm up and over. And then go ahead and bring your chest towards the knee. Feel how it just changes the area that you're feeling the stretch. So if it feels better here, stay here. If it feels better for you just to open up, let's change sides. So push away, see how far you can go. Anchor your hip. You can stay here. You can bring the arm. Just getting your spine into a good C shape. And then rotate your chest towards the knee. Fingertips forward. And then open, back up. All right, we're going to make our way down onto your mat. So carefully lay down on your mats. Rolling through the spine. And I'm just going to have you hug your knees into your chest. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears. Feel free to Cross your legs at your ankles. You can keep them uncrossed. Again, this is your stretch. You gotta listen to what your body needs. Maybe you wanna rock side to side. Maybe it feels better just to hold still. There's no right or wrong. Just let it feel good. Feel your breath. Good, now let's move into the full body stretch. Legs stretch all the way down to the bottom of your mat. Arms go behind you, and see how long you can get the body. Another incredible stretch. Stretching out right through the core. All the muscles that connect our upper body to our lower body. They work extremely hard for us. And you're gonna feel your ribs lift up through your shirt. See if you can stretch just a little bit further. Maybe it's your arms that can go the extra inch. Maybe it's your legs that can stretch. Open your arms out to the side and bend your knees, placing your feet flat on the mat. All right, glue your knees together, glue your ankles together, and I want you to lift your feet up and gently and carefully lower your knees towards us. And then as you do this, I'm just gonna have you press that opposite shoulder down. And then once your knees fall, try your best to keep your knees together and then let your belly just soften. Now it's a really good stretch for our chest on that back arm as we press the shoulder down. And if you want to get a little bit deeper in the stretch, feel free to take that top leg and kick it out. But if that's too much today, just keep your knees bent and stacked together. Bend your knee. Now we're gonna keep your knees on this side. We're gonna roll ourselves up to our side, and we're gonna stretch through our quadricep. So grab a hold of your top foot and pull your leg back behind you. Now try your best to keep your leg parallel to the floor. Now knee flexibility might not allow you to pull your heel to your glute. So that's okay, maybe you can just hold on, maybe just let your knee land and walk it behind you. So just feel the stretch through the hip flexor all the way down through the front of your leg. Good. Shake out your leg. Let's go back just a little bit further. See if you can. Hold on and go back. Big, big muscles in our legs right here that we're stretching out. They work hard for you with every step that you take, so it's important to not ignore stretching out through the quadriceps. All right, sit up, if you will. And then I'm gonna have you change directions that you were on the first side. Go ahead and we're gonna start on our side. We'll stretch out this quadricep. Leg is parallel, lift up through the chest. So again, go to where you feel the stretch. If it's too much, back away. If it's not enough, open up just a little bit more. Shake out your leg. Let's do that one more time. Take it back just a little bit further. Now the key to stretch is the fact that you're holding it. And try to at least hold every stretch you do a minimum of 30 seconds. You can hold it up to a minute. And those areas of the body that are really tight, make sure that you spend a little bit more time stretching them, but all areas of the body for stretch is important to do daily. All right, we're gonna lay on your backs, just like we did earlier. Open up your arms, lift your knees, and glue your knees together. All right, so because we changed into the mat, we're gonna take our knees towards you, and you're gonna bring your knees towards us. If you didn't make the switch, then just make sure that you lower the knees to the other side. Again, press the opposite shoulder down. Just let your eyes lift to the ceiling. Let your belly relax. Top leg kicks out if you wish, or it can just stay bent. And just breathe through. Good. All right, bend your knees. Bring your feet back up, anchor them flat to the floor. All right, take the front leg that's closest to us, and then cross the ankle on top of the knee. Lift up your leg and then thread your hands through and pull your leg towards you, stretching out through our piriformis muscle. You're going to feel that really deep into the glute. And again, find a good spot that feels like a stretch. If it's painful, again, back out of it just a little bit. And now take this foot, and I just want you to do some ankle pumps. So not only do we want flexibility in the big muscles, but we also want to have good movement and range and flexibility and mobility in the smaller muscles of the body. Now let's do some ankle circles. And as you're circling your foot around, make them really big, continue to pull your leg back and then change direction of your circles. Just nice and controlled. Perfect. Set your foot down. Uncross your legs. Let's do it on the other side. Ankle on top, push the knee away, opening up that hip, lift your foot, thread your hands through, and then pull back. As you do this, try your best to keep that opposite knee away from you, but if you're really tight, it's okay. It's okay if that knee is in a little bit. So listen to your body, feel the stretch, really good stretch for those of you with sciatic nerve issues, maybe some sciatica. It's a good stretch for you to do. All right, let's go into those ankle pumps. Just nice and controlled, pointing your toes, pulling your toes back. And then let's focus a little bit more on mobility as we go into big circles. Might hear some popping, cracking. Change sides. Great work. And then set your foot right back down. All right, carefully. I'm going to have you roll onto your hands and knees. Hands are going to go right underneath your shoulders, and your knees are going to be right underneath your hips. So draw your stomach in so we have good support, and I'm just going to have you round your spine, tucking your chin up into cat back, so your eyes are looking in towards your belly button. And now, we'll let our back sag as we look straight ahead. Now, even though our back is sagging, I still want you to have strong abdominal brace. Let's round up again. See if you can maybe lift a little bit higher and then release. Working the mobility through our core and our spine. And now let's sit back into child's pose. The heels of your feet are what you're aiming your hips to go to. As you stretch your arms forward on the mat, tuck your chin. Elbows can land if you wish. They can stretch forward. And I just want you to be comfortable and just breathe. Now take both arms over to one side, keeping your head between your arms. Stay low, pull away. And it's almost like you're trying to press your armpits down towards the floor. And then let's switch. Take both arms over to the other side. Head stays between your arms. And then rise up. All right, we're going to end with these final two stretches. So if it bothers you to kneel, feel free to stand. We're going to take one leg. Give me a big step forward. And then I'm going to have you bring your hips forward. Push back. And feel that hip flexor opening up and stretching. And then take your arm up to the ceiling, lift your eyes, and you can play with your back bend as you continue to bring your hips forward. And let's switch legs. Take a big step forward. Check that your knee and ankle are in a straight line in front. Lift arm, push back through your upper back as your hips are pushing forward. And then come back down to your knees. We're going to end with those cleansing breaths. Take a deep breath in, just like we started class. And exhale, release. We'll do that one more time. Thanks for joining us today. So be sure to check this out after your workouts and try to squeeze it in daily. Have a great day.